Monday to you. I hope you had a beautiful weekend and are ready for a new auspicious week. Actually, this is the first full week of February. So if you're here with me live, say hi. Otherwise, as always, we're doing our letting go guidance session, checking in with the phases of the moon. And I'm such a believer in recognizing the things that we need to let go, and that's what this is doing. Is we're working through the letting go guidance system, and I love how each week we're taking one card at a time, and I've been really happy about how they've been landing in sequence with the different phases of the moon. So all that being said, is tomorrow we are welcoming the first quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Taurus. Now this is all about being grounded, finding stability within you, finding your love, your loving nature within you, and also connecting with the earth, with those you love. And there could be a little bit of a draw to repair or improve or up-level connections with others, with loved ones, with friends. How's your communication going with others around you, whether that's in your tight circle or in your bigger circle around you? And also because now we've said goodbye to the Mercury retrograde, and actually we are in a retrograde free time now for the next 3 months, in fact. So this is like plain sailing, going ahead, finding the things that really do align with your essence and help you find that sense of harmony and balance and stability and whatever it is that makes your heart sing. This is really auspicious times to be doing that. So, I said to you that I really like how we reflect on that first quarter moon in the sign of Taurus, which, like I say, it's about grounding, about home, and when we talk about home, this is our home. And so is there something you need to do to improve your own relationship, you with you? Because after all relationships are like a reflection of how we relate to ourselves. So how's that going for you? Is there things that you need to improve, to sit with, to renegotiate internally and externally? Now, why I'm saying all that is the topic of our letting go guidance for this week is actually guilt. So isn't that an important part? In relationshiping, is there some connection within you or connection with somebody outside of you that you wished you'd done something bigger, better, different, and you kind of holding back speaking your truth, or holding back reconnecting or speaking back to that person or that thing, or like I said, internally? And is there something that you need to just say, okay, that's what it was, I did that, let go, forgive yourself? Guilt can be ruminating over something that was said or done, or not said or not done, and being stuck there. So this is a really important piece to, if you're going to look at creating loving connections, loving kindness all around you, there is no space for, oh gosh, I screwed up there, or I should have done something bigger, better, or different, right? It's time to let that go. So take a nice deep breath and just land into this moment as we kind of go deeper into this idea of letting go of guilt. So let me read this out to you about letting go of guilt. So usually the reason most people feel guilty about actions or decisions done in the past is because those actions or decisions are not in line with our current values or morals, right? So it's like, this is an important part too, you see, because if we have morals and values and beliefs and mindsets now, and we look over our shoulder to a previous version of us and start saying, oh gosh, that was terrible, I shouldn't have done that. Well, that wasn't the version of you now that did that. That was the outdated version. And so maybe that's enough to recognize, to let go of guilt, right? As always, if there's any questions or you have some need some more support in this, please put it in the comments below or message me directly, because I really want to help people ease into this idea of letting go, because it's to help you embrace the fullness, the auspiciousness of you. So let me continue with this. Our past wrongs can actually give us a clue as to what we hold important. By identifying our morals and values, we start to get a clearer picture as to why we're hurting over what we've done or what others did to us. Realize that the past is gone, it's done, it's over with. That was then and this is now. However, if it's difficult to release, you could try a redo. Write down how you would have done things differently. If you could go back, jump in that time machine and go back and redo it. In doing so, we actually affirm to ourselves that we not only learned from our past mistake, but if we had what we had, if we had the skills and the awareness that we have now back then, we would have done things differently. You see, because it just kind of lets you off the hook, right? Once you've done this, you could burn or shred the paper to acknowledge that you have let it all go once and for good. And that's actually a really powerful letting go tip, is that if something's bothering you or it's spinning around and round, write it down. Write it down, because that actually can help pause or do what I like to call a pattern interrupt. It's a pattern interrupt into the looping, oh my God, but what about this? And then I did that. And then I just write it down. Write it down. Appreciate it, maybe even, because when we appreciate those parts of things, it actually has less of a hold. Because really, those types of voices or scenarios that's going on with us, it's trying to keep us safe. It's trying to say, look after you, trying to keep you present. So now you can see why I feel that that's such an important part to feel into with this whole first quarter moon in the sign of Taurus, which is all about grounding, stability, feeling at peace, and really aligning with your own truth. So breathe that one in. And like I say, let me know if you need any other resources or help on this idea of letting go of guilt. And even just acknowledging that you have some and letting it go. So now I'm just going to shuffle my tarot cards. I like to pull one tarot card and then we'll do 3 of Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels. Help us get some maybe some more insight, some loving support in this whole idea of letting go of guilt. And this is beautiful. The card that's come up for us today is the Queen of Swords. I love this. So the Queen of Swords has a really beautiful, nurturing, loving energy in herself. But she's also very fair, very stable, very grounded in what thoughts she aligns with. And you can see also in the symbology of this that her sword or her thinking or her downloads of that mental energy is coming from an illumined source. Are the thoughts that you're allowing to take up space in your own thinking process, are they illumined? Are they accessing and connecting with that most amazing aspect of you, your core essence, your power, your uniqueness, your gifts? And when I ask these kinds of questions, there's no right or wrong answer. It's about being aware to just sit with your own truth and see. Once you sit with your own truth, then is there something that you need to do more of, let go of, release, appreciate? That was then, this is now, kind of energy around that. So just, it's about setting some space and time aside to have some personal inquiry and just see. No judgment here. It's all good. Everything that we feel, every emotion is a gift. Doesn't matter the label or the story around it, it's still a gift. Okay, so now let's get our 3 cards from this deck. I really love using this deck alongside the letting go process because it always seems to give us some lightness, some extra beauty and some wisdom that's connected with this whole idea of letting go. And like I said, this week we're working on letting go of guilt. And this is perfect. The first card is surrender and release. Isn't that perfect? So surrender and release outmoded stories, things that shame you or blame you or tell a story, because this is what I said to you about this first quarter phase of the moon. It's about reconnecting with your loved ones, with your loved one that you are. Where do you need to up level, to improve, to repair even? Are there relationships that you need to go back and say, hey, let's sit down and have a conversation, even if it is virtual or just calling them up? The other part of this too is to acknowledge all the blessings you have. There is still discombobulating energy anywhere you look on this planet. It's there. But there is also a multitude of blessings. Where are you putting your awareness? Surrender and release the things that feel yucky or stuck. Remember your beautiful blessings. And above all, too, you know how I said about creating some space and time for introspection, for inner reflection? When we do that, we actually get to wake up to we've always got support. We are never alone, and we can actually tap more and more into that. So this is the letting go of guilt and really embracing this stabilizing, grounding, unconditionally loving energy that we're sitting in. This is powerful times. I hope this all makes sense to you. Like I said to you, I'm here to help you in any way I can to help you let go of the things that aren't serving you so that you can actually align with your own core truth. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. Much love to you.